Hello, everyone. We are a big team of people here today going to talk to you about GATE 2025. We have people who have cleared GATE. We have people who are teaching for GATE exam. We are here to give you guidance and help you to prepare for this exam. So first and foremost, before we talk about how to pass GATE, everybody will be thinking, what is GATE? Many of you would know, but some of you would not know. So GATE is an exam, graduate aptitude test. It is conducted by IIT Mumbai, IIT Bombay, right?
Every year, different IITs conduct this exam. So this year, IIT Roorkee
First
is
it was IIT Bombay. Now IIT Roorkee is going to conduct. Okay. And what is important and exciting for me is not who conducts it, but what is the advantage of passing this exam? What is that? If you are in your undergraduate course, if you are going for masters, this will help you secure a seat for MA English Literature. Many IITs, in the beginning, no IIT had any MA course. There was no humanities also, but things have changed of late. There are MA courses, there are PhD courses. So for all this, GATE is helping. GATE is important. GATE for masters and GATE for PhD also. GATE score can be used for getting admission in PhD in IITs, NITs, IISCs, Indian Institute of Sciences, and other national institutes. So if you prepare for this exam, it is an all-purpose exam and it will help you in many ways. Many other universities, including central universities, are also accepting GATE scores. So if you are a student of MA English, BA or MA level, I think you should prepare for this exam. And what more, it gives you fellowship. GATE can be used to receive an institutional fellowship or stipend. So you will have money to do your studies. And those who have crossed JRF age limit, this is good news because you can still get fellowship. Since with plain net, they wouldn't be able to get any fellowship during their PhD, but with GATE, they will be able to get. So isn't that good? Because GATE has no upper age limit. Students of any age can qualify for this exam. Wow. So let us start preparing, everyone. Don't think that this is not for me, I won't be able to pass, this is difficult. No, it is easy. And also GATE scores is being used by PSU and other government agencies to select students for different jobs, because this is a very good exam, very well conducted. UGC NET and GATE both are becoming more and more important for recruitment also. And one more, you won't believe this, GATE is becoming valid abroad. When you go with applications for foreign universities, GATE scores are being considered, whereas UGC NET score is valid only in India. So again, don't think, I don't want to go abroad, I can't go abroad right now. Who knows? After you pass GATE, your luck will change. So do not have any second thought. We have to take this exam and pass it. You don't need coaching. You don't need any extra help. If you're a very good student who reads, who studies well, it is possible to pass GATE. You don't need vast knowledge like you need for UGC NET. You just need to be a very good student who studies thoroughly, who reads books, who thinks, who looks up literary terms, and who has some general knowledge. So this is very, very important. And I have with me here, I have myself not cleared GATE, but I have with me here people who have cleared GATE with very high ranks. And I'm so proud that I can introduce them to you. Here in Vallath, over 150 students till date have cleared GATE so far. Isn't that amazing? Let me introduce to you one of them, our own Princija. You must have met her before in many of our videos and online sessions. Princey, can you please tell us about GATE and
Hello,
your
everyone.
experience in writing it?
Yeah. So I cleared GATE in 2022. That was the second time that IIT conducted this exam. And I got the rank of 373, which was not, which was okay, kind of, but it's fine. Now I am studying in IIT Roorkee, so that matters at the end. And this year's exam is also being conducted by IIT Roorkee. So exams, we all know there are two sections in the exam. Section 1 consists of general paper, that is comprehension, reasoning, and grammar. And section 2 consists of our own subjective paper. And those who are going for PhDs, for them, I have a tip that don't worry, it's comparatively, it will be easy for you if you study well. For those who are going for masters, if they do prepare well, it will be good. Like they can easily pass it. So, shall we talk about question pattern, ma'am? Yeah. So there are three types of questions in the exam: uh, MCQ, MSQ, and normal objective types. So MCQs, and there is negative marking also in this. So MCQs don't have any negative marking. MSQ, MSQ, multiple select type questions don't have any negative marking. MCQs have 0.25 negative markings. So, and in section 2, there is like no certain number of MCQ or MSQ. It depends on the paper itself, on the setting body, like how they are like dividing the papers. There is no certain number of questions divided. So it completely is like their choice. And yeah, and 25 questions are there from section 1, and 40 questions are there from section 2. So that makes it 60 questions only of 100 marks. So that is the question pattern, and the questions are asked from all like major trends of literature. And paper 1 is like they have prescribed paper 1. For paper 2, it's almost like a UGC net.
So the marking scheme now. It is
Yeah, so marking scheme for MCQ, only MCQ have negative markings. So for them, it is 1/3 for wrong answers. If it is a 2-mark question, then it is 2/3. And MSQs don't have any negative marking, and MSQs don't, if like suppose there are 2 options correct, and if you are marking only one option, you are not going to get any marks for it, and any mark won't be deducted as well.
Right. So there is a section which is general, and there is a section which is based on subject paper. We have here with us our Jobin David. You're all familiar with Jobin sir. He has been teaching paper 1 for NET also online in YouTube. Jobin, we request you to please explain this part to us.
Yes, ma'am. For GATE, what we have actually they have a focus on, like it is said in the syllabus, like they have a focus on critical reasoning. What we have for all those math exams, all aptitude test exam, for example, like UPSC, you have CSAT and all. So basically, they focus on reading and comprehension, and also expression. Like means there will be short passages, and they will ask questions like how we feel, or like how we analyze the passage and all. Like that is basically what we have, comprehension. And then when we come to analytical reasoning and logical reasoning, what we have for what we study for net only, like what is like arguments and like outcomes and all, what we want to predict. And mostly to the Western logic part, what we have, syllogism and all. But to the analytical reasoning, like as it is reasoning, we have questions based on purely mathematics, basically like questions with ratios, probability, and all those things what we have. And basically like you have questions from like a figure will be given, like how many triangles are there or how many squares will be there. So that all reasoning type questions will be there. So easy methods that you want to study to solve all this. That is the main thing with the general aptitude part that you have.
Wow. That should be easy with practice, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Yes. So, like always, we have a course here for GATE at Vallath. We will just tell you a little bit about the course. If you are interested, you can join. Otherwise, no problem. We will still be there to help you with our free sessions, etc. in YouTube. And we are starting on 19th September. Ankita Ganguly is here with us. She is one of our coordinators. She has been the coordinator for CUET PG course and GATE course. She has been a teacher. And I invite you, Ankita, to please talk to us about our course here. The details are on the screen.
So here we are starting our GATE course from 19th September onwards. So what are the key factors if you join this course? Here you will get 3 days live classes a week for both the sections. That is the general section and the English paper. And you will get very thorough classes for revision, which will make you exam ready. And also you will get PDFs of all our notes, and also regular quizzes for intensive practice. And also you will get mock tests before the exam, so that you can practice and, you know, make yourself absolutely ready for the exam. So that's it. And that's about our course. It's a very comprehensive course that that makes you, you know, prepare very thoroughly about both the papers, or the sections rather, and the regular practice, the repeated sessions, revisions, quizzes, mock tests. So it keeps you in a loop of revision, and everything gets very easy for you in terms of this exam.
Yeah, even people who are beginners and undergraduate students who joined the course fared really well. Because not only because of our coaching, but because of their hard work, of course. I'm so proud that many people have cleared this exam. We have with us Kannan Nair, who has passed this exam with a pretty high rank. I'm so proud of him. And he is going to show us some sample questions and talk to us about his experience in writing GATE. By the way, this time he is going to be our GATE coordinator for our GATE course as well. Kannan?
Guys, I'm Kannan. So I wrote GATE in 2024. I qualified with, I think, all India rank 122. So today we got 4 questions here, paper 1 questions. These are like we selected 4 most commonly asked questions here, and we will be discussing these questions. So basically the first question, this is like a code. Like we have the question: in a specific language, Zer Dan means big horse, Liro Kaz means red tomato, and Dus Kaz Dan means big red barn. So this is a code question. What you have to do when some questions like this come is, you have to first divide, you have to create 2 columns. In the first column, you will be writing Zer Dan, and in the adjacent column, you can write big horse. In the second column, you will write Liro Kaz and red tomato. In the third column, you will be writing Dum Kaz Dan and big red barn. So the question is the equivalent word for barn. What is the barn? What we have to do is, Zerdan means big horse, and Lirokaz means red tomato, and Dumkaz Dan means big red barn. So we have to like we have to write 1, 2, and 3. 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is my first time doing YouTube Live, so I am kind of nervous. So please bear with me.
No problem, you will get used to it.
Yeah. So the what you have to do is 1 second.
There is a Dan here and Dan here.
So the common word would be Dan, right, Kannan?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to like write it. The common word would be Dan.
Does it mean big?
Yeah.
Yes. And there is a cask here and a cask here. So that means red.
red.
So
Yeah.
barn is down.
Barn is dumb. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because there is a Dan here and a
Yes.
Dan here. And in both
So
these
Dan is
cases, big. Dan is big. And then there is cask here and cask here. So there is red here and red here. So barn means down.
Yeah.
Perfect. What about this one?
Yeah, this question, this is like a relationship question. So we got a relationship is expressed at iodine and goiter, and we have to find the similar one. So the thing is, goiter is a disease that is generally caused by the deficiency of iodine. So we have to look at the options and choose which is the most suitable option. So we got mango and anemia. So mango and anemia, they don't really have any connections with each other. Then we got fat and obesity. Fat and obesity are obviously connected, but they are not really. We have to like iodine deficiency causes goiter. So we have to like choose the option which is similar to this.
Yeah.
Hormones and hereditary, they are not also similar. So the only option is insulin and diabetes, because diabetes is caused by insulin. So these questions can be quite tricky. Like they are very easy, but they can be very tricky. Like that's what these people in GATE, that's what GATE exam is different from NET exam, because the questions are quite easy, but they put it in a very tricky way. So you have to be very meticulous, like when you compare options.
Yeah, and you know what, Kannan, I think they should have a presence of mind.
Yeah.
They should be able to think clearly there without getting stressed, and then it looks very easy. But if you get stressed, it looks, oh my God, mistakes will be made. And
Yeah, kind of.
be dangerous in net because you'll get negative marks.
Yeah, don't get nervous, guys, because it will be like what I did when the first question came. It will be like that. So
But that's absolutely okay, Kannan, because we are all human. There is always a first time when you do YouTube live. There is no problem at all. That is how I started as well. You wouldn't believe I was for years not doing any YouTube live because I was scared. Now we are friends with everyone. The third general aptitude test.
yeah, so this is basically a grammar question. I know, like all of us have taken English literature, but even people who have qualified GATE or NET, we generally make mistakes in grammar. So this is basically a purely grammar question. So what we have to do here is you look at the sentence and you have to identify which is the verb here. So the verb here is walk. Walk is the verb. So we have to basically find the adverb. So what is an adverb? An adverb is like a sentence that helps in the verb. So here could and could. We have two coulds. Could is like the past form of can. So they are not adverbs, basically, they are verbs. So what we have to identify are the verbs. Here the verbs are barely and hardly. These are the adverbs. So the correct answer would be to and for. You have to practice a lot on these kind of questions because they are also very confusing, because you have to basically know what a verb is, what an adverb is, and what an adjective is. So these are like purely grammatical questions, and we have seen these kind of questions. They in every exam there is a one purely grammatical question. So we have to focus on grammar also.
Yeah, there might be some visually impaired people who are listening to the video. So let me read it out. After his options are, after his surgery, Raja hardly could walk. After his surgery, Raja could barely walk. After his surgery, Raja barely could walk. After his surgery, Raja could hardly walk. 2 and 4 are correct. The adverb is coming just close to the verb. Right?
And
Is that
and
right?
yeah, and the issue with these questions is like when we think after his surgery, Raja hardly could walk. In our mind, we think that yeah, this sentence could be correct. So that's why they put these questions to trick us. Like when we are in the exam, all the too much pressure, and when we look at this, we are like, yeah, this sentence it does make sense.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful on grammar questions also.
Good. So the next question here is ratio.
Yeah, ratio. Ratio is a question like Jobin sir said a few minutes back. In every exam, there is a ratio question. So first of all, I'll read out the question. The question is the number of hens, ducks, and goat in farm P are 61, 91, and 169 respectively.
65, 91, and 169.
Respectively. The total number of hens, ducks, and goat in a nearby farm Q is 416. The ratio of hens, ducks, and goat in farm Q is 5:14:13. All the hens, ducks, and goat are sent from farm Q and farm P. So basically, we have two farms here, farm P and farm Q. So what we have to do is we have to focus on one farm first. So we will focus on farm Q. Here they have given the total number of animals. So we have 416 animals totally, and they are in the ratio 5:14:13. So in this question, what we have to do is we have to first calculate the ratio. That is 5:14:30. So the answer would be, I think 5:14:30 is 32. So the total ratio is 32. So 32 equals 416. 416 animals is 42. And now we have to individually like calculate how many out of the 416, how many hens are there, how many ducks are there, how many goats are there. So how do we calculate it? What we do is we divide in the individual ratio by total ratio into 416. So that is total number of hens would be 5 divided by 32 into 416. Number of ducks would be 14 divided by 32 into 416, and number of goats would be 13 divided by 32 into 460. And you don't have to worry about the calculation because in GATE exam, they will be giving you a digital calculator, unlike NET. So it will be much easier for you. If you know the concept, it will be much easier for you to find the answer. So once we do the calculation, we will be getting the total number of hens, ducks, and goat in farm Q. They have already given the number of ducks, hens, and goat in farm P. We just have to add the hence with that of the P, and you will be getting a number. The number will be very high because don't get panicked. I think the ratio will be like 130 is to 273 is to 338. That will be the ratio you will be getting. And those in the options, you won't be getting that number. So what we have to do is we have to find a common multiplier. What is the common multiplier between 130, 273 and 338? So thing is 130 is to 273 is to 338. So we can know that no even number can be their common multiple. So we have to look at the odd numbers, that is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So it will take some time. You have to divide it and the answer would be 13. Like we can divide the answer by 13. And when we divide the answer by 13, we will be getting the ratio 10 is to 21 is to 26. So this is very, very tough stuff, but I'm pretty sure like there are many easy ways also. Jobin sir in the coming weeks, he will be providing with like easy ways. There are easy ways to calculate this. I'm not talking about the easy ways right now. I'm pretty sure Jobin sir will give you the tips for that.
Yes, because this is not a maths class. This
Yeah.
is only an orientation class to show you all the questions they ask in GATE. So no worries. You don't have to panic. We'll have more sessions every week on Wednesday. Attend Jobin David's class on
ma'am.
YouTube.
Yes, YouTube.
Thank you for that, Kannan. So Kannan's debut into YouTube, his first YouTube live has gone well. Now the 4 general aptitude questions are over. Now I have English questions here. They usually ask many quotations in GATE. They will ask quotations and ask you who said this. Many times with general knowledge, you'll be able to eliminate options. Here, question number 27 asked in 2022. He who is unable to live in society or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself must be either a beast or a god. Definitely Rousseau will not say this because Rousseau did not advocate living in a society. This is opposite of what Rousseau thought. Definitely Socrates will not say this because Socrates did not say anything. Everything was oral and Socrates never wrote a book. It has to be Aristotle or Plato. Who is talking about society as great? It was not Plato. It was Aristotle who said that physical reality and this world is important. Plato said ideal is important. Here in this quotation, if you read carefully, what is being considered important is the society. So I would intelligently say it is Aristotle, and that is the answer. So GATE is for students who understand things thoroughly, who understand language thoroughly, who don't get panicked in the exam hall. Think clearly, confidently, then you will be able to answer because actually questions are simple. Now, this is not a simple question. Even if you understand the question, you may not be able to answer. But if you think, I will show you how you can answer. Who among the following has been credited with laying the foundation of comparative literature by Russian formalists? You did not even know comparative literature is there in Russian formalism. Okay, think clearly. If Viktor Shklovsky had done it, you would have known. You only know he wrote art as technique. You never heard of him laying the foundation of comparative literature. So, not Viktor Shklovsky. Have you heard of Roman Jakobson and Vladimir Prop? Obviously, you should hear. They are very, very important. Definitely, Roman Jakobson and Vladimir Prop did not do it because what Roman Jakobson did is totally different. It was not comparative. He was analyzing Russian folk tales, dividing them into 561 lexias. So, with your general knowledge on Vladimir Prop, basic knowledge, you know it is not Prop and it is not Roman Jakobson. Roman Jakobson did not compare. He talked about language as independent. He did not compare literature at all. You never heard of Alexander Veselovsky, maybe. That is the answer. Just because you know Shklovsky, Prop, and Jakobson, you know the answer. Like that, clearly think. As soon as you see all this, don't get panicked. Next, which of the following poems has or have been influenced by Hindu philosophy? So it is a MSQ. Definitely you should know Brahma is there. Brahma by Emerson was influenced by Indian philosophy for sure. And any BA student should know Solitary Reaper is nothing about Hindu philosophy. Any BA student should know Kubla Khan has Oriental elements. But is there Hindu philosophy? Just because it is Oriental, don't jump and say Hindu philosophy. No, that is wrong. It is The Curse of Kahama by Robert Sade. If Kubla Khan has Hindu philosophy, I would have, somebody who studied Kubla Khan properly would have heard it. It is Oriental, but there is no Hindu philosophy there. Okay? So I think for an intelligent, calm, confident student, this should be easy. Now, Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni wrote The Mistress of Spices. This is a very major work and a very major writer. This is also an MSQ. Is it an experiment in magic realism? Definitely. Tilo, the protagonist. Don't worry, in our classes, I will teach you all these things. We will tell you the stories. Tilo, the protagonist, is falling in love with Doug, and the spices are taking revenge on her. How is that possible? Because of magic realism. Secondly, is it about immigrant experience? Yes, because Tilo is living in America. It is. A and B are correct. It is not science fiction. It is not an epistolary novel. So, if you are a person who studies well, take it from me, you will pass GATE. And like all our students, previous students here who are now working with Vallath, you will also sport a good rank. You will also go to IIT Roorkee or some NIT or somewhere, and you will have a great, great career. Don't you think so, Jobin? Jobin is
Yes.
yes, Jobin is saying yes, yes, yes. We are positive about it. Whether you study with us or study on your own, do it. Study so that you can be proud and you can do YouTube live like this. So, Kannan, you are going to be a regular on YouTube now, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Jean Baudrillard. Vallath always wants people to come up and do things new. We don't care whether you have previous experience or not. We give you the platform to evolve and grow. Right? So here's the last question. It's a theory question. There are theory questions also. Jean Baudrillard, a postmodern thinker, has suggested that a sign refers to other signs. He has given 4 stages to support his proposition. This you will answer easily if you study with me, because I will teach this very well using some pictures also. Don't worry. The first stage of the sign is when the sign is directly reflecting the reality. The sign is directly reflecting reality. That is not given here. That is not an option here. The second stage is when the sign misrepresents or distorts the reality behind it. This is correct. D is there. The third stage is when the sign disguises the fact that there is no corresponding reality underneath. That is the third. The fourth stage is when the sign bears no relation to any reality at all. The option B, the sign is always peripheral, is nonsense. That is the answer. This does not constitute a part of the 4 stages of Baudrillard. B is the answer. Okay, I will try to teach you very clearly. I will try to help you if you join our course. If not, you can still learn with our videos on YouTube, etc. So that was a short and sweet orientation to GATE exam. I hope you're all going to start preparing. There is ample time because the exam is usually conducted in February. So you have lots of time and you have a clear idea now. Best wishes to everyone from entire Vallath. We wish you all the best.
Ma'am, I just want to share one information with them. So we have a GATE QPad also. So those who want to practice for questions, they can order that from our vallathbooks.in website.
It's an amazing collection of questions, very well produced. Even if you're preparing for NET or some other exam, it will still be useful. Check out Vallath Books at vallath.in. Yeah, vallathbooks.in. Please check out. If you want, you can order some books there. If you don't want, you can still study with whatever books you have. So bye-bye from all.